What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Uriah for the Hub of Fantasy Football. How's everybody doing?
Doing well. Happy Halloween Eve.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the start of Halloween.
It's almost Halloween month.
My host, Foley, over here. How we doing, Foley?
I'm very happy that it's Halloween Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's a little bit more than Halloween Eve.
No. October 1st is the first day of Halloween. It's a 31-day holiday.
Okay. My other host,
Hey.
Evan, how you doing?
I'm all right, man. You know, same as always.
So we got a sponsor
Yes,
today?
we have a very special sponsor today. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Belichick Yourself Secondhand Wide Receivers Emporium. We are back. We are coming out of retirement because you know what? I'm tired. I am tired of Mike
losing?
Evans not being where he belongs.
I had a feeling it was going to come to this.
We will not move on until we come to an agreement.
I'll tell you the truth.
Holding this podcast hostage.
I'll
We
tell
will
you this
absolutely move along.
I'll tell you the truth. For the first week of the season, I'm open to offers.
Okay. I did a little research. Uriah mentioned a couple weeks ago that Foley is at his best when the other person is backed into a corner.
Absolutely. I did.
That is a universal truth, yes.
And the bye-week blues have come to hit our beloved co-host Evan,
Uh-huh.
who might need some wide receiver help with Malik Neighbors down.
Yeah. Malik Neighbors and Mike Evans both down. Yeah, it's tough.
And so I'll take that injured wide receiver off your hands. I
Mhm.
will go right now, Josh Downs for Mike Evans straight up.
I'll give you A.O. Manor instead
I'll be
of
honest
that.
with you.
Oh, it's stand.
Josh Downs is a little low for what I'm looking for, but you're in the right ballpark as far as team goes. There's somebody else on your team that I'm looking a little stronger at, Mr. Michael Pittman.
Okay, I was going to say I don't have Daniel Jones anymore. I can't do straight up for there, but let's see.
Okay, that makes that's fair.
What if I did? What if I did Brock Bowers and Michael Pittman,
Ooh,
Mike Evans and Kyron Williams?
ooh,
That's a little pricey.
it's a little big.
I mean, shoot
But
for
to be honest with you,
you got to shoot for the stars when you throw it out there.
it's
Kyron snap count going down.
Oh,
Kyron
gosh.
snap
Mm-mm.
count, but I also have Blake Corum, so I'm not terribly worried about that part. I guess the thing about that is Kyron's second half of this season is incredibly juicy. So you're looking for some running back then.
Remember, Brock Bowers, you can keep for a really low round pick.
Yeah,
Especially if you don't have him.
If we could just keep some next year too.
I plan on keeping him next year. So look,
All right.
we'll table this. Y'all think about y'all's feelings over
No,
here.
I got a counter already.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
got a counter already. DeAndre Swift instead of Kyron Williams, but the same rules apply. DeAndre Swift, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, Brock Bowers.
You've got Kyle Minong, don't you?
I do have Minong guy,
You've
yeah.
got Brenton Strange, and I could have the stack with Trevor Lawrence. What if we did?
Stacks are no good.
What if we did? What if we did? We're almost there, folks.
Never
I
do
feel
a
I
like
stack.
feel like this is closer
I
than
can
it's
feel it
ever
coming.
been.
Wait, I mean, I can throw something out
Swift,
there.
Evans, Strange for Pittman, Bowers, my worst player, Cedric Tillman.
The trouble here is that giving up Brenton Strange in that position leaves me no better off next week for my bye week blues.
Hey
Filling my
man,
flexes
I got
or
Harold
anything.
Fannin and A.O. Manor, and
You mentioned him.
Okay.
I don't even know how.
If you're gonna throw in your worst player, I will throw in the DeAndre Swift handcuff, Kyle Monangai.
No.
Kyle Monangai, DeAndre Swift, Mike Evans for Michael Pittman, Brock Bowers.
This is terrible.
Let's make it a deal.
Oh,
We're
my
done.
goodness.
It's over.
And the commissioner says vetoed. Anyway, let's move on.
It's good.
Mike is coming back
Mike
home.
is going back home.
So,
And I got some help on bye weeks. I'm with this.
as the many tens of fans, nobody cares. So
That one's for James.
anyway, so I got a new segment before we dive into our players.
All right.
So I will say, Evan and Foley, let's we are ER doctors
Oh.
in the ER.
Oh, no.
Okay, it's been a rough night. You just helped out a bus full of paraplegic kids.
Is it going to be a problem that I have a hand trimmer?
I also do.
I don't really know where to go from that, but okay, we're dreaming. You don't have the hand.
We don't
training.
have- okay,
So you're
good,
both physically fit, and an older homeless man comes in the door. And he's shaking. He's like, help me,
Like my hand.
help me. What do I do? I'm 0-4. What are you doing
What,
to
surgical?
save this man's fantasy football season?
Well, let's
You can't trade for Mike
hypothesize.
Evans, I'll tell you that.
Let's hypothesize
Let's
a lineup for
Get-
this person.
Yeah.
give me who you would kick off
I like
Mhm.
this.
and who would you get? And the first poor soul is myself.
I got you.
And then the second poor soul will be G.
Oh, is G doing poorly as well?
We're both 0-4, baby.
All right.
Bummer.
Evan, you want to take the dong and I'll take G Money?
Grab
Sure.
that dog and listen to it. Let's
I
go.
will tell you some things that I would not do first.
Okay.
First off, I am yet to bail on your Jamar Chases.
I was supposed to say, who wants Jamar Chase? Because I will trade.
I'm yet to bail on him. I'm
Okay.
not saying that he will necessarily skyrocket anytime soon.
I
But you're
do-
in good shape.
I do not have the same faith that you do. So
Well,
I
the
appreciate
trouble is you went for a triple stack, and 2/3 of that triple stack really bum you out, and the other one you just got to hang on to hope for. I'm still hanging on hope.
Okay.
Wandale Robinson, I think, is an excellent place to start off in your flex and your wide receivers positions. Jig Browning, you could cut ties with Keon Coleman. I'm over with Alec Ayumanor, however the hell you say his name, Ayomanor.
that. I'm sorry.
He has showed real promise, and he's definitely a stash. The trouble with your team, and it has not gone well for you, you have so much talent that should work,
But it's not.
and it just isn't.
Yeah.
Your QB situation is great. Daniel Jones, Matt Stafford, keep riding it. I would look for some big hitters in your defense positioning. Harold Fannin is not going to be your guy moving forward. Maybe some big trades. If you are over with Jamar Chase, package him up with somebody and see what you can't do to boost that running back situation. Jordan Mason's going to be great. Trey Benson's probably going to be great. But that's it. That's all you got. You got a million wide receivers and nobody else in your running back room.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think all you did was put a full body cast on the
Hey,
poor fellow, and you
you
sent
gotta-
him out
you-
his way.
you
but,
got to cast him up for the bones to heal.
yeah, and I think that's probably going to be next year. Foley.
Let's
You
help
got
out
G.
Garland.
What-
Let's
what
help
we
out
got?
Garland. Listen, first of all, sell Mark Andrews. He's coming off another 10-point game, but things are looking ugly for him. Isaiah Likely is back. You're never going to get more from Mark Andrews than you can right now. You need help at wide receiver. Obviously, you had CeeDee Lamb go down. He'll be back at some point, but you need wins now. Get some wide receiver help from him. Trim some of the fat off your roster. Kyle Williams does not need to be on a fantasy football roster at this point. He's not going to break out this year. It's just not going to happen. Same for Adam Thielen. Now that Addison is back, you can cut both of those guys and go for some higher upside players. Some names I would look at. Cooper Rush, if you're just wanting like, hey, maybe this thing with Lamar is bad, you get some quarterback there.
To be
I
fair,
have had luck
I've
with
heard 2-3 weeks on Lamar.
yeah, maybe so. I have had luck with selling Cooper Rush for someone like Christian McCaffrey in the past.
Was that luck?
Well,
Yeah.
we killed that
If-
week
yeah.
one. Did we not kill this week one?
people were interested.
Yeah.
People were willing to make that
They
trade.
were
is
sending
all I'll
in
say.
letters.
But beyond, I mean, that's the only quarterback available. But wide receiver, I think, is where you need the most help. Darius Slayton is out there.
Holler
stepping
at
up.
your boy. I got some wide receivers.
There you go. Maybe you can make a trade
Hey, you
for
too.
Jamar Chase with Uriah. Although I think his
That's-
price will be a little too high for an 0-4 team.
There's some synergy there. It's like they asked Shannon Sharp, if you took the best 53 off of the Giants and the Jets and put them together, can you make a playoff team? Who knows?
Absolutely you can. But Darius Slayton could be in for an increased role with Neighbors out, especially with Dart maybe looking okay. Jalen Coker, if he comes back sooner rather than later, Carolina desperately needs him. That's kind of the role you were hoping you were getting out of Adam Thielen when you drafted him. So dropping Thielen for Coker makes a ton of sense. Maybe you look at Nick Westbrook-Akine or Malik Washington to step up with Tyreek Hill out.
Foley's love.
Isaiah Bond is another wide receiver option with Cedric Tillman going to IR. By the way, the guy I just gave you, I told you he was my worst player, but Cedric Tillman is going to IR.
Wow, imagine that.
And if you do need a tight end replacement for Mark Andrews, there is Darren Waller, the rapper turned NFL player. So those would be my starting points for you, man. Sell on Mark Andrews. I would also say, last thing, if you really want to go bold and you feel like you can shore up the wide receiver room with some free agents, you might also consider selling JSN and getting a little more depth at quarterback or running back. See what you can get for JSN right now.
Jake Browning, JSN. Just throwing it out there. So starting quarterback.
I will ride if that doesn't get vetoed.
Okay, let's move on.
Does he have a pulse? Do we?
He's probably in a full body cast too, getting shoved outside for some other people. But hey, funny fact, Garland would never listen to this, so this is kind of doesn't matter.
Well, his insurance doesn't cover the CeeDee Lamb injury anyways.
The Folietics.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Our first game of the week is going to be the 49ers versus the Rams on Thursday night. 49ers, who we got?
Evan loves Thursday night football.
It's my favorite. It's so good. Every week they put on a classic out there on Thursday night.
Can we ride against the 2 games on Monday night?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It was better this week than when there was an early and a late.
I enjoy it a little more when the games are fun to watch, but often they're not. When you get 2 bad games that go to midnight,
Yeah, I don't mind doubleheaders when they're on at the same time. Yeah. I just don't like the 2 island games.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't mind Thursday night football as much as other people do. Real quick tangent: if you're not watching Thursday night football with Prime Vision,
that's the Madden look where they have
it's so good.
What? I don't know about this.
You switch, like, if you go to your broadcast on Amazon. Yeah. If you're putting on a certain kind of hat,
we'll skip that. We don't want nobody coming
on my
after
TV.
us.
It's like you press the down button and it shows you alternate views. There's the main broadcast, there's a Spanish broadcast, and there's Prime Vision, which still has Al and Kirk in the booth, but it's a different camera angle.
You get stats and It's got the little circles under guys. This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime.
It's so good. It's please. It's how every NFL broadcast should look. It's so good.
I will be all over some Amazon Basic. I mean, give it to me.
Hey, yo.
All right, look.
What are we talking about? The 49ers.
Yes, I'm starting CMC.
Yeah, you're starting CMC.
Really?
And that's I think that's about it. I mean, Pearsall, is he going to be okay?
I would say Pearsall, how do you say it? As a flex.
Well, if he plays, I mean, because the news is that his knee's still not all that good.
Like he plays.
And that's a big part of why Brock Purdy's not looking good. His wide receiver.
That's easy.
Who's he throwing the ball to? Kendrick Bourne? No, thank you.
I don't want anybody else on that team right now besides CMC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, real quick on the 49ers. This is not fantasy relevant, but shout out Darrell Luter, corner, who I remember when he was a water boy for Oak Grove. I was bossing him around when he was a little kid, and he's been with the 49ers for a couple years. He played in the Super Bowl.
And he got number 20.
But he got, I don't remember he got his first NFL start last week, and he's starting again Thursday night. I'm so happy for little Luter. Anyways, as far as the wide receivers, Kendrick Bourne, no thank you.
No thank you.
I don't want anybody.
No, it's literally McCaffrey. Even if Pearsall plays or whoever, like Pearsall in particular, because so much of his work comes in the middle of the field, Purdy is not seeing the middle of the field right now. He is looking.
Jake Browning doesn't see the middle of the field.
That's true too. Yeah,
2 touchdowns. I'm sorry.
It's. I just don't trust Purdy to get the ball to anyone but Christian McCaffrey right now.
All right, so let's move on to the I got to ask this: your whole boom bust, because I'm trying to come in the fold.
Yeah, well,
so do you announce it during the game? Okay, Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And my boom of the week for quarterback's going to be Stafford.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a big week for Stafford, too. Puka Nacua, I mean, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. And I was one of the ones who thought, can he keep this up? Can he keep going? And by God, can he?
So the question is, does Sean McVay just give magical powers to a wide receiver?
One wide receiver
one time in a year?
He's got a magic hat.
Devontae is still good.
Devontae is doing good. Another thing that I will, another time I'll eat my words. I was a little skeptical on Devontae this year at the beginning of the year, but he's been absolutely serviceable.
The only thing that scared me off of Puka at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the preseason, I had him as wide receiver 3.
Mm-hmm.
I had him right behind Chase and Jefferson, and I moved him back because I was scared of the Stafford back.
Yeah.
And I still am. Like, it feels like at any moment this could fall apart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But As things currently stand,
the Michael
Lord,
Myers of
if I-
NFL
if I
injuries.
lose
He could
another-
show up whenever.
If I lose another quarterback, come on. Anyway.
Yeah.
But look, I think you're starting everybody but the tight end.
yeah, I mean, we say it every week. This is the easiest team to get
Yeah.
your starts and
Mhm.
sits for. You know who it is.
All right.
There's 4 players.
All right, we're good on that. Let's move on to Sunday. We got the Vikings versus the Browns. Vikings, who you got?
I'm still rolling Mason, and I mean, you're obviously going to start Justin Jefferson and hope for a week like last week. Apparently, him and Carson have something going there. I don't know if that keeps up when JJ finally gets back into the mix. And Hawkinson, you can never trust. That is a dice roll every single week. It's either going to be 12 points or it's going to be nothing.
Yeah. And I still think Addison is a flex.
Addison had a good game.
Yeah, he sure did.
He didn't look amazing, but he had a good game.
Yeah.
And as long as Wentz is getting him the ball,
He's just fast.
Naylor got in there a little bit. If you're desperate for a flex with these bye weeks coming up, Naylor, it's all right.
I'd stay away from Naylor right now.
He got in there a little bit,
Especially
he did some this and that.
Just a tad.
this
Tad.
Cleveland defense.
They're tough.
Cleveland defense is
Yeah.
big.
I don't like it for Mason, but I think you got to.
Yeah, you got to
and
start
got
Mason.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it for them. The Browns.
The Browns, it's Dylan Gabriel time in Cleveland. I believe that they will be benching Joe Flacco this week, and Dylan's going to get his first start, which makes me a little bit more excited for their wide receiver scene.
Ooh, maybe I need to go pick up Dylan
You were
Gabriel.
just talking about Isaiah Bond.
Yeah, Isaiah Bond.
With-
but
with-
Gabriel's
with
not
my-
available.
No, Dylan Gabriel is over here.
But I was literally joking, but with my zero fat
Because he spent it on Jake Browning.
Jake Browning.
Yeah, Isaiah Bond really is worth a look with what's his name, Cedric Tillman going to IR
Mhm.
with a hamstring injury. Again, we talked about this last week. The morally bankrupt Browns taking him as a UDFA, but he is talented.
Mhm.
He was going to be probably an early second round pick before the sexual assault allegations
So
came
is Josh
out.
Gordon, but anyway.
Yeah, well, Josh Gordon smoked some weed.
That was about it.
He didn't do anything
He
wrong.
didn't. I mean, it wasn't that he smoked some weed. He smoked all of the weed for about 7 years.
Yes.
But still,
I
not,
think the-
not the same level.
Not the same
Not the
level.
same thing.
I
Let's
think
not
the
compare.
only person you can trust on there is Judkins, and that
Yeah.
is a
No,
you
you
can
gotta
trust
start
him.
Judkins.
Absolutely. Judkins is a trust. Everybody else is a, if you need
So-
to, there are worse options.
so y'all have 100% bought in on Judkins.
yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, I mean,
He's fantastic.
uh-huh.
He's been
That's
looking
fine.
great.
I was just wondering.
There's no committee here.
Mhm.
Dude is a bell cow.
He's the guy. He's got the Homerian symptoms going on right now where it's his team now. And
All
he's
right.
got
Yeah.
he's got to run it.
Speaking of running backs, let's go to our next matchup: the Raiders versus the Colts. Who you got?
I got some justice for Foley,
Oh God!
pounding the rock for Ashton Genty.
Look, but and I will be 100% clear on this. I never said he was terrible.
Neither did I.
I said Omarion is better than him. Go,
Yeah,
so
that
go ahead.
might be true too.
I'm just
Go
going-
for it. Yeah, let us know. Let us know how great the Raiders are now that Genty's taken off.
Yeah, with this straight
Things
up.
actually got worse for the Raiders, guys. Unfortunately, Colton McGarry at the very end of the game got hurt. He was the best player on that offensive line, and then he
that's
got
good.
carted off.
That's good because that offensive line was real strong.
Yeah, I was just going to say
they
that
just
was
lost
real
their best
good.
player. Well, you know what? So much of it is like I've been disappointed this year in Jackson Powers
Yeah,
Johnson.
hey, you said something earlier this year about getting 5 fat guys out of
Mhm.
yeah,
Mississippi.
exactly. Yeah, like
They
the
just lost.
obesity.
Now they have 4.
Yeah, check it out. Head to the movie star on Sunday at about
Exactly.
11:30.
That's where
Wait,
Oak Grove always went
first-
for every game.
First in line.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yep,
And
anyway.
except the only time we didn't go to Movie Star was when we would go to Natchez because this was before we had a Golden Corral here. And every time we went to Natchez, we'd stop in the Golden Corral.
Which saying
Beautiful thing.
Golden Corral or
Movie Star.
Movie Star.
Movie Star's so much better.
Movie star for sure.
The chicken.
It's got the local to
Look,
it. I
the
think.
chicken.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
I
what are
grew
we
up with
talking
the
about?
owners.
we'll take
Family.
we'll take sponsors. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll hit up.
Anybody know
Ford
anybody
family.
over there at the movie star? Give us a call.
Holla at your boy.
I know the Movie Star family.
There you go. Show up. Show up with some tapes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just give them a little snippet, a little taste.
Previous sponsors include Ambien.
Oh, good.
Maybe we can have like a picture of us with that ostrich sticking out.
That's it. There it is.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Fun fact about the Raiders' offensive line that makes their struggles make more sense, because I did not think on paper they would be as bad as they have been.
Oh.
Do you know their offensive line coach is Pete Carroll's son?
Is it really?
Who, as far as I know, has no experience with offensive line.
Oh, boy.
Little nepotism?
Yes, and this is the most important position for a positional coach.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, speaking of which, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the nepotism, have you seen the Georgia head coach room, the coach's room?
Mm-mm.
Take a little dive on your spare time. Anyway, go ahead. It's like everybody is
And
former
Nepo
players or coaches' sons
About that.
or the dean's son. Anyway, go ahead.
I
it's
agree
almost
with
like
you.
we live in a nepotistic society.
Imagine.
What? Good old boy? Southern good old boy network?
I mean, it's absolutely the case. The O-line is, you can't do anything without an O-line.
Yeah.
And if you're not coaching it right, then I got bad news.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, specifically, whatever, I agree, of course, like, you can't do anything without no line. But as far as, like, the value of the positional coach,
Right. Zero.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, more than any other position, that's the one where the coach makes the biggest difference.
Mhm.
And they do not have it right now.
He's a warm body on the sideline.
Yeah, he's just Pete Carroll's son, which is, it makes me
Yeah.
sad. And Geno Smith, worse he's looked since he was a Jet.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah,
he
I don't
looks
think
really bad.
I think a lot of people expected that he was going to regress a little bit, but I don't think that he was going to be anybody thought he was going to be a downgrade from Aiden O'Connell.
No,
And he's still ahead of Aiden O'Connell.
Is he?
I'd say he's on par.
I'd say it's a tad bit better.
I
But
just
anyway,
think he's
let me take a look
lateral
real quick.
to
Let me take a
AOC.
look real quick. He's got 7 interceptions over 4 games.
how many touchdowns though?
6.
I mean, that's
It's not
close.
great.
No, it's not great.
No.
Yeah, in this NFL, like in the year of our Lord 2025, you should not be underwater on touchdowns to interceptions.
No,
Look,
especially
I know we're
not
spending
this
way
early.
too much time on the Raiders.
Let's get back on
Start
there.
Brock Bowers, Evan.
Yeah,
Since he's going to be in your lineup.
I'm
I'm
Start him.
absolutely going to
And
start
Jen-
Brock Purdy.
And that's it.
Unless somebody wants Brock Bowers.
Just going to immediately flip him.
I like that idea. All right, Colts, who we starting?
Are you starting in Daniel Jones?
I am.
I still believe.
I
I know it
will
was
be
a rough
starting.
week. I still believe.
No, you know whose fault the rough week was? Adonai Mitchell.
Yep, that was
This
a
is
bummer.
what happens
Man, I
when
was so
Adonai
mad.
Mitchell plays football.
You know, I put in a bid on Adonai Mitchell in the middle of that play, and then
And you went.
as soon as he did that,
It wasn't. I assume you're talking about the fumble, but there
Yeah,
were
I can
3
see-
terrible plays.
well,
Look, I
that
can
was
see-
the one that absolutely I saw it and I was like, oh,
He saw
that's
that
what
catch,
I've been looking
And
for.
he saw the spin. He goes,
Yep, and then it dropped.
and he goes,
Bad news, Adonai. You could have got 20 of my fab.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about Mitchell. Like, he is,
terrible.
well, he's an incredible athlete who makes incredible plays,
Mhm.
but then it's this mental stuff with him.
He
right?
is
'Cause
22.
He is 22, and maybe he can develop.
Mhm.
See Quentin Johnston, who still hasn't fully developed, but
I don't want to talk about
but
it.
He's awesome.
but I mean, he made an incredible play to get to the end zone, but then he
Yeah.
just shifts the
was
ball
just-
and
it made no
he
sense.
changes hands to do a celebration like he's Deshaun Jackson and
There
he
was
fumbles
just-
out of the end zone.
just
How
no
small
reason.
was his hands?
Yeah,
They have
And-
to be small.
But it just, there was just no, just use both hands.
there was a
Look,
but he was doing a celebration.
I
That was
get
the
it.
whole thing.
I get it.
The
I'm
question
stretching
is,
it out.
is his hands smaller than Kenny Pickett's?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know. We'll have to-
Nobody's are.
We'll have to use some Google.
But he
on that.
also
My
got
15-year-old son's hands is bigger than Kenny Pickett's.
a Jonathan Taylor long
Sorry.
touchdown got called back on a hold by Adonai Mitchell.
Yep.
Mhm.
And there was an interception that was Mitchell's fault. Like, there might have been 3 touchdowns for Daniel Jones or the
Yep.
Colts that were lost because of Mitchell. There were at least 2.
So who you starting?
Jones, Evan will start Michael Pittman.
I will
I
start
will
Michael
consider
Pittman.
starting Josh Downs.
JT?
I will start Josh Downs. In fact, as yes, as a flex, I will flex Josh Downs. And
Why
in
does it
fact,
say
I
I
will
own?
call him since Evan was dismissive of Downs when I offered him for Mike Evans. Boom of the week, Josh Downs.
Think so?
He will finish ahead of a bust that we will talk about later. You will be shocked to hear Downs will finish ahead of him, but I will say for now, wide receiver 29. He's currently consensus wide receiver 47. I'm saying wide receiver 29 or better
Okay,
On the week?
look,
on the week.
I messed up. I didn't look at where they're projected, but my Matt Stafford top 5 QB.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't know why this says that I own Daniel Jones. I don't got Daniel Jones in this list.
All
Anyway.
right, so look,
You're
you're
on the
starting
wrong
Jay.
way.
That's right.
I think you're pretty much starting everybody, including Warren. Got to start him.
Oh, yeah. Tyler Warren's an
Yeah.
absolute beast. He's the tight end 1 right now.
He's Brock Bowers last year.
He is number
What?
1, and he has been just steady killing it. And then what was that little Russian touchdown he got last week? Why not? That was cute. I love it.
Dude,
Keep it
how
up.
would you like to have been in front of him trying to stop that? That's like trying to stop the Alabama offensive lineman
Yeah.
coming at you.
Mhm.
I don't want no part of that.
Yeah, Tyler Warren's a killer.
Quick emotional moment for Foley. Gonna open up.
Feel free.
I know where my troubles began in this league this year.
Uh-oh.
Draft
it
day?
was keeping, yes, it was draft day. It was keeping Brock Bowers. I've thought so much about this
Mhm.
that you guys laughed at me so much.
Yeah.
All summer, I was
There's-
thinking about my keepers.
Look, there's an old saying: you sow what? Wait, you
That's-
reap what
that's
you
almost
sow.
it.
You reap what you
That was
sow.
almost there.
So talk about it, Brock Bowers. Go ahead.
I sow what I yarn.
Absolutely.
All summer,
Cheaters don't
I was
win.
thinking
Anyway,
about
I'm
the
sorry.
keepers format. And Brock Bowers had not crossed my mind. There was a reason for that.
Yeah, because he was on
as
the
it
team.
Turns out he wasn't on my team.
He's on Messi.
But then I get to August and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about Brock Bowers. Let me keep him. So it was between him and Drake May. And I absolutely should have kept Drake May.
Yeah.
And what I went into draft day saying was, okay, if I get a top 4 pick, I will keep Bowers. Anything outside the top 4, I will keep May.
Yeah.
And I
You
got the number 4 pick.
Mm-hmm. No,
I
got 5.
should have just kept May. My season would be in such a better place right now. I probably would have ended up drafting Tyler Warren.
Wait, who's got Drake May? And how's their season going?
Yeah, you
It's not going good.
PG podcast. I caught myself.
You're 1 and
I caught
3, and I'm
myself.
2 and 2.
That might
so
be the next
hey,
one
hey,
I
listen,
negotiate for.
listen.
Hey, how would you like DeAndre Swift for Drake May?
We're not doing this. All right, next game: Giants versus the Saints. Who you got, Evan?
Giants versus the Saints. Jackson Dart, roll him out, baby. Roll him out.
Look, I had this conversation with a guy at work, and he was telling me how great Jackson Dart was.
I don't like
with his 18 points or whatever he had,
He had like
in their league.
26 points in our league.
And
or
I
something
was like, dude had 111 yards
roll him
passing.
out.
It's just,
Roll him out. Roll out Cam Scattaboo, Wandale Robinson, Darius Slayton. Give them all a try. This is a rough week for buys. And if they're on your team and you're
Start 'em.
considering it, start them.
Evan with the everybody start on the Giants.
Couple things on Dart. As the guy who had him QB1 of the rookie draft class this year.
He's
What I said was coming from the guy who has no faith in this guy at all.
Right. Dart, I have said, needs time to learn. What was interesting about Dart, and this is the case for starting him, although I say Superflex only, and
I agree.
low-end Superflex at
I
that.
agree.
The second coming of Tim Tebow, looking at the way they deployed him.
Thank you. I was just going to say he is a bowl of oatmeal with Pop Rocks on top.
Lowest PFF grade for a quarterback this season goes to Jackson Dart. 38 quarterbacks have been graded by PFF.
And we're
He
talking
is number
Geno
38.
Smith, Justin Fields,
Yes.
Tua.
Worse than Cam Ward, worse than Geno.
Yeah.
47.3 PFF grade. But he is getting used in the running game, and I do think he will get better. Even without Neighbors, he's going to get up to NFL speed. It's going to take some time for him, but I'm not like confident. Even in Superflex, I'm not saying you have to start him.
Look,
Scattaboo, absolutely start that crayon eater.
You ain't lying. This dude is a Ram. He's Ram Man off a He-Man.
30.3, 30th, 301, 22nd, 191.3,
Are you looking at?
27th.
Are you looking
That
at
is
Foley's
in
book?
order what the New Orleans Saints have allowed in points,
All right,
total yards, and pass yards
Well
per
played.
game.
Well played.
Start them.
Okay. I cannot argue with the
That's a fair
Saints
point.
fan. Saints, who are we
I'm
starting?
starting Kamara. I guess Olave if I'm desperate. That's it.
Okay. I think you're right on that too.
Yeah.
All right. No.
Well, I'm sorry, Jawan Johnson.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thought
I mean,
about
if
that.
Jawan Johnson is your tight end, you're going to roll with him, and he'll probably do all right. We've been talking about tight ends a lot more this year than years before, which is probably a good sign for the position.
I love his tight ends.
But at the same time, it's still just tight ends. It's still just tight ends. You got Tyler Warren. You got what's his name in Arizona, and after that, whatever.
It's a big bowl of mush.
Do what you're going to do.
All right, let's go. Oh, speaking of which, let's go to the Cowboys versus the Jets. Cowboys, Foley, who you got?
I will say George Pickens is a smash
Yeah,
absolutely.
Up until CD gets back, you're going to
Yeah.
roll with Pickens every week.
And even then, I think
though-
he's still a flex.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Pickens is going to see a lot of Sauce Gardner this week, so temper your expectations a little bit.
Ooh,
So-
Ghost Gardner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's not the name that he was 3 years ago, but
Thank
he's
you.
still solid.
He's okay.
In
He's
that
still very good.
regard, if he's getting covered hard,
He's Tyrann Matthew this year.
if George Pickens is getting blanketed by Sauce, are you Turpin or Tolbert?
Turpin for me.
Turpin?
Yeah.
I think Ferguson.
Yeah.
Secret third option.
Look, speaking of which, my boom of the week, Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
He's going to be a top 5 tight end.
He's a good one this week. It's a solid place to play him.
Cavante Turpin was one of the booms I got right last week when I said that he would finish as a top 47 wide receiver, despite being ranked as wide receiver 66. And he finished ahead of Devontae Smith.
I'm just going to say, well,
And Javonte, keep rolling with Javonte. And how about Dak?
Yeah, for sure.
How about Dak? He's putting up good numbers. He's putting up good
Look,
numbers this
I
year.
will say,
He is not a QB1 in fantasy right now. He's QB13.
That's
But he
in
leads-
our
he
league, in the
leads-
super
in our
flex league. That's QB2
That's
number
a
one.
super flex. No. What I mean is he's not a top 12 QB.
Yeah.
Uh,
So out of our 12
so he's a
teams,
super
he's
flex.
number 13. He's QB2 number one.
I would take him
I see.
over my high mash. Look,
Tell me I'm wrong.
I would say Javonte is, I'm trying to stay focused here without falling out. I think Javonte is a flex at most.
75% of the time it works every
Every
time.
single
Every time.
Javonte, sure, he's a flex, but I mean, I feel
Javonte's
like
a
he's doing
surefire
pretty
starter.
good.
The Jets defense, I mean,
He's had one game this year that was less than 19 points. You're not going to not start him.
Yeah,
You're just
Javonte's
not.
a starter.
anyway,
Jets, no thanks.
Justin Fields, Breece Hall, and Garrett Wilson.
no th- Wilson and Hall at the flex position, and that's it.
Wilson has been
Wilson
very
has
good.
been surprisingly good. I have not kept up with his game, and Dallas has got a very weak defense. So, yeah, I'll give you Wilson, too. But for the most part, I'm not into any Jets this week.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you say
Dallas,
Fields?
Dallas is a shootout every week.
Mm-hmm.
Fields is garbage.
You're back to this, are you?
I'll remain on this train. I was always on this train, but for one
That
week,
isn't that 1 week.
1 week, I said that he was probably going to be really good.
And he
And
wasn't.
I was wrong.
That was when he started being really bad.
Look, I am locked in from here on out.
Sure. I
I
hear you.
will not go to my garbage.
He had a good game last week.
He's garbage.
He's been good every game he has played except for the one that Uriah
said
said
he
he
would
was
be good.
So please keep saying he's bad because that's helping my Fields agenda.
Much like my season. Let's move on
all
to
right.
the next game. The Broncos versus the Eagles. Evan, who you got?
Broncos versus the Eagles. I've been surprised at how much J.K. Dobbins we're getting this year.
And Sutton.
And it hasn't been a lot. It hasn't been good. He's not RB1 or 2 or anything like that, but he's a solid fill-in if you're a Bears heavy team that's running out of spots. Is Bo Picks back? I don't know.
Look,
he
shout out-
did all right last night, but it
shout
was
out-
against Cincinnati.
Shout out Kirk Herbstreit, who called J.K. Wait, didn't Herbstreit do the second game? Broncos versus
I
the...
don't know.
I couldn't tell
Anyway,
you.
I think it's Herbstreit. It could be that guy called J.K. saying he would have 100 yards, and he was right. So shout out to him.
J.K. has been absolutely serviceable. I got him in our chopped league, and I actually played him over DeAndre Swift the last 2 weeks, which both times was a mistake. But for Cortland Sutton, you're rolling with him. But I don't know what to do with the rest of the wide receivers. I guess it's
Stay
Troy
away.
Franklin.
Stay
But
away.
I guess.
No, it's not Troy Franklin.
I mean, it's not Marvin Mims. Is it, what's his face? Pat Bryant?
It's Sutton or like
It's not
Pat
the
Bryant
tight
is a
end.
stash.
It's not the tight end.
I just,
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram is a cut. If you have
Ingram is a
Troutman,
cut.
you can probably retire from fantasy football. But yeah, I don't know.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Do you have Adam Troutman, really?
No. I thought you said Evan Ingram. I wasn't thinking about
Adam
Troutman.
Troutman.
I'm not that
God.
bad. I'm not
This week has gone off the
This
This is
rails.
my favorite episode of all
Look,
time.
I'm not the amputee in the
Okay.
in the
No,
emergency
it's
room.
not to say. Yeah. No, Evan Ingram,
just the
you can
full-
probably cut. Troutman,
Yes, you should cut Ingram.
just what are you
Looked
doing?
at him.
Well, in our league, you shouldn't cut him. In shallower leagues,
Shallower league,
I
sure.
still
Evan
feel like I
Ingram,
should cut him,
I don't
but
even
anyway.
know what his best game this year has been. It
This
was
week?
this week, and
Yeah,
it was
he had a
less than
touchdown.
7 points.
All right, so look,
I thought he did not get in that, or did he
I
get
don't
knocked
think
out at the one?
No, he did not get in a
He must
touchdown.
have gotten pushed out at the one.
4
on this play I
receptions
watched.
So,
for 29 yards.
look, I am going to talk for a minute about the debacle called the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, what's happening?
It may be you may be very happy with your Eagles fan base and y'all may love it, but as far as fantasy goes,
Mhm.
Screw you.
yeah, to the root, just shout that. What do? You have to start Jalen Hurts and Saquon.
Yeah, and Saquon, listen, he has not done last year again. Nobody thought that he would. He's been fine, and I expect it to get better as the year goes on. I would be upset if I was an A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith.
Look, not so fast, my friend. The bust of the week will be Saquon Barkley under top 15 running back.
Wow.
I said last week or a week before that Saquon's been quietly bad this year.
He just hasn't had as much. And you're right. I was watching against the Bucs game, and something was missing.
How do you not throw a pass in the second half in the NFL in 2025?
He threw 9 or 10, but he didn't complete any of them.
Well, okay, no completions.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Saquon is still on pace for having the worst PFF grade of his career.
Wow.
So who are y'all? Are y'all?
I'm starting Saquon.
Yeah, you
of
still
course
start Hurts and Saquon for sure. Goddard, you can start.
Goddard
something
was
Goddard in my
surprising
flex.
2 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, touchdowns.
He was
Listen.
the highest scoring Eagle last week.
Here's the real question,
That's not
though.
saying much.
In our Chopped League,
Mhm.
AJ Brown's available.
I told my son, do not go after him.
I mean, that's my question. What do you do looking at, like, in that format in particular?
But there are better
How do you
people
think
on the
about A.J. Brown?
waivers than AJ Brown. There really is. I mean, I'm being serious.
AJ Brown's not happy either.
No, he's
How'd
not.
you like that quote he put on Facebook?
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the quote. And as someone who loves AJ Brown, okay?
Mississippi. Shout out.
Mississippi. I love him so
I would
much.
have liked him better if he didn't go to
Yeah, well,
Starkville
I know.
to go. Anyway,
That was cold.
He posted
was
this
cold.
quote that's like, when you're not wanted somewhere, just be quiet about it. Don't make a big scene.
But you
you're
made
making a big scene by
that's
posting
the
this
big
quote,
scene.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I do kind of think AJ Brown's probably going to have a big week this week. I think this is the squeaky wheel game for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'm just hoping. I mean, it's Denver, which
I think
is tough.
it's hoping.
There might be one more week. I do think a squeaky wheel game for him is coming. I would still flex him.
It's
I think you sit
It's probably
Devontae Smith.
it's probably coming when he gets traded.
I hope he does get traded. I hope he gets traded to New England and gets reunited with Mike Vrabel. That would make me very, very happy. But in the meantime, like,
I don't see many moves. I don't see many moves being made out of Philadelphia right now. They're 4-0.
Yeah.
This is a
They're
question.
winning.
Do you sell low on AJ Brown if you have him in fantasy?
no, absolutely
Mhm.
not.
He's a hold, and then you wait for the boom, and then try to sell
Okay,
him
if
you're
you
out.
were 0-4, would you trade AJ Brown? I don't have him, so
No.
I'm just asking.
No, if you're 0-4, I think you hold and hope you get the boom week out of him. That high upside
Mhm.
play that you need.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. He is the boom player. I mean, he is the guy who's going to give you that out of nowhere ceiling.
Mhm.
All right. Let's move on to the Dolphins versus the Panthers. Foley, who you got?
Malik Washington?
It could be.
Honestly, I'm going to be really, really real here. I love Malik Washington. Like, I
Ray
think
Ray. Sorry.
he's my Ray Ray of the
He
year.
is your Ray Ray.
However, much like Ray Ray McLeod, he is not going to break out just because he's not going to get an increased role just because a fellow player has been hurt, unfortunately.
Is Atlanta on bye this week?
Yes.
Okay. I was preparing myself for the Pitts
Kyle
talk,
Pitts?
so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wasn't he
Go
good?
ahead.
Man,
I
what a
He's
guy,
going
Kyle
to
Pitts.
kill this week on bye.
Buy high? You gonna buy high on that guy?
No, but what
What?
a guy. What a guy Kyle Pitts is.
She's garbage. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead back, Dolphins.
I
Sorry.
actually do not think, RIP Tyreek's knee, although The Dolphins seemed kind of happy about it. Tua was
he was
laughing
ecstatic getting rolled off. Maybe he was full of morphine. I don't know, but he was happy. He was like, number one.
No, I think he was thrilled because he realized that he's going to be out of Miami, and that's probably the end of that.
But Miami seemed glad to be rid of him.
Welcome to Miami.
I have to say, they had better chemistry without him.
They did seem a little sharper.
So maybe this will end up being a good thing. Darren Waller is the one who immediately looks like the beneficiary. He caught 2 touchdowns after Hill went out. Reminded you of Jonnu Smith last year when things weren't going well for them. They leaned on that big-bodied tight end.
Another bust.
He might very well bust. Like, it's way too soon to trust this guy unless you're desperate at tight end. The other one to look at, though, is Nick Westbrook-Akine, who is the one who took all of Tyreek's snaps after Tyreek went out. Washington stayed in the slot, didn't see an increased work role. That went to Nick Westbrook-Akine, who we saw last year with Tennessee.
We were high on him.
He was touchdown. I mean, every week was a touchdown.
Yeah, long touchdown.
All right, look, who are you starting though?
Waddle and Achane, and you can super flex Tua.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, moving on to
nobody else for it.
The poor Panthers.
Actually, hang on. Sorry.
Oh,
are we still going to stash Ollie Gordon? Are we still advocating for this?
I think you have to.
Okay.
The Panthers, poor Panthers. I'm just going to say Tet, and that's it.
That's good.
Do we dive any deeper into this team?
I mean, I think you still got to roll out Chuba, yeah.
How many points did he get last week?
9 points. It wasn't much. It really wasn't. And he's been stagnating.
Yeah, that's what we said. He gets you tight end numbers every time.
Yeah, I mean, he's been stagnating, but so kind of has Tet. I mean, Tet wasn't much better last week. He had 10.8.
Tet was playing hurt.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This game could either be the worst game of the season or the most exciting out of nowhere. Who knows? But yes, I rolled Tet. I rolled Chuba.
I'm leaning toward anyway.
Yeah.
There's also the element of Tet, like when Jalen Coker comes back, which he could come back this week, that can hopefully alleviate some coverage from Tet.
That would help.
Yeah, like he could really use a second option because right now defenses can just blanket him. Who else are you going to throw?
It's over 2, and then safety moves toward him every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, I mean, you don't need to worry about Renfrow too much for beyond 5 yards. Yeah. And the outside, the other outside receiver, do you know who they're down to? Because Legette's been out. Then David Moore got hurt. Do you know who their other outside starter is for this game?
I just saw it. I was looking at it. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I have this information.
Bryson Tremaine.
That's not who I thought.
No, I don't even know who that is. So
yeah, that's kind of I think what he's talking about.
Stanford, undrafted free agent last year.
There's probably a reason. Anyway, let's move on to the Texans versus the Ravens. Evan, who you got?
The Texans. So here's the thing. Again, with Lamar injury, you don't really know. Like if he's not going to be back this week, right? They've already ruled him out.
They haven't ruled him out.
Hit me with the Texans first.
Unless something came up that I didn't see.
Woody Marks.
Look.
Nico. I'll give you those two. Woody Marks is, I think, in line. I think it's Joe Mixon. I don't think comes back this year.
I believe you're right.
I think Woody Marks takes it over.
I think they've seen what they got, and I think they're happy with it.
You want to film of the week?
Woody? Nico.
C.J. Stroud.
Ooh, do I start?
I don't disagree. With you. The Ravens are not good.
Booty cheeks defense. It's getting worse.
They're getting worse every week, and now they don't even have the offense to at least try and save them or keep them off the field a little bit. Derek can't hold onto the ball. Cooper Rush is taking snaps.
Say another thing about
the Ravens have lifted up their feathers to explode the cloaca that is their defense.
Oh, no. Not a cloaca.
I mean, he dug deep. Wow.
I mean, look, they had, like, Matt Mbouike has been out. I still pronounced it wrong, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He's been out. But now Nate Wiggins is out.
Do you trust
Roquan Smith is out.
Do you trust Derrick Henry this week?
My other boom of the week.
Really?
They're going to have to lean on him.
I mean, I know you got to. I'm just wondering, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, let's put a bow on the Texans real quick, and then we'll go to the Ravens. Yes, I think Stroud against this terrible defense. I think he's a top 15 QB, so like that's still not a QB1, but certainly a high-end super flex. I will talk about who he finishes higher than later. And who's fire up Stroud. Woody is a flex.
Team? Your team?
Yeah. I want to know who my other quarterback is.
Chubb is still heavily involved. So I wouldn't like.
Yeah, I got to scroll all the way to the bottom. Just keep scrolling.
I wouldn't bank on Woody Marks still being as great as he looked statistically, just because it is still a shared backfield. But things are looking good for Woody. Thank you for including him in the trade.
Dude, I had to.
Something just happened in my aquarium.
Daniel Jones, CJ Stroud. Okay.
Daniel Jones,
CJ Stroud, Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
You got to go Stafford
Stafford.
Jones, right?
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
what I thought too.
But
sorry.
it's close. It's close this week because Stroud does have a good matchup. Anyways, on the Ravens, since you asked, yes, I think Henry can have some, to Evan's point, like without Lamar, they're going to lean on him a little bit more. I think he can find a little bit of success against the Texans D-line, which is better in pass defense than run defense. And
I just want to know what's going on with Derrick Henry. The last 3 weeks, he has scored fewer points combined than in week 1.
Yeah.
And it's just not looked. Doesn't look. I mean, what's the kid's name?
Justice Hill.
Justice Hill was. Well, you know what I mean. The Justice Hill was the one who was running the show last week.
They don't trust him in late downs ever. And unfortunately, they've ended up in a lot more late downs recently.
Yeah, and the fingers are more buttered.
Lamar has
Justice Hill is 10 years younger than me.
I don't even want to know how younger he is than me.
in the league like 5 years now.
Sure. They don't, and I don't understand why. And people are coming for Harbaugh about this, about 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and not putting. They're Marshawning themselves.
Yes,
4th and 1 from the gun with Justice Hill. Defense knew that was a pass play.
Why do we still run the gun and hand off? Get quarterback.
No, you're
hand
wrong,
that thing off in the eye.
Yeah, that's some old school stuff. You could run a one trap out of the gun and throw them. Get your 1-2 yards easy.
The statistics do show in short yardage situation, like goal lines in particular, runs out of the gun are every bit as effective as runs from under center.
All right,
however,
guys, look, in the comments, I know nobody's going to do this, but in the comments, would you run Derrick Henry in the I formation or shotgun?
Do they even have a fullback?
Shotgun. Henry's always been better. Anyways.
Do they even have a fullback?
Just ask that.
One thing.
Ricard.
This reminds me, can we just pause here for me to take a shot at our competition and also maybe a little bit at you too, but mostly at our competition?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
When you're thinking about what fantasy football podcast to listen to,
Matt,
one thing I want you to consider, does the podcast that you listen to have a former coworker of both an NFL Hall of Fame quarterback and an NFL Hall of Fame coach / general manager? Because this podcast has a former coworker of such people.
What was the job?
Volunteer high school football coach. Where I was a coworker with Brett Favre and Ray Perkins.
Sure.
I don't think the fantasy footballers can say that.
That's true.
So I'm just saying, when you're thinking about who knows ball and who doesn't, so I don't really care what you put in the comments about should you go under center or run the gun.
Yes, do that.
I
put in the comments what you think about this guy.
I am a former coworker to multiple Hall of Famers, NFL Hall of Famers. So
never mind. Let's move on.
Yeah, where are we?
Titans versus the Cardinals.
Did we even say who we're starting beyond Derrick Henry for the Ravens?
That should be it.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers is a flex.
You're Cooper Rush to Zay Flowers?
Cooper Rush is a super flex.
Yeah, Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is a flex, kind of a desperation thing. But again, he's another one of these dice rolls where it could be amazing.
Yeah, you could not have anybody for, buys.
Yeah.
You could have, anyway. Titans versus
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Are we suggesting anyone?
I'm out on every Titan. I guess Pollard you're probably stuck with, but.
Look, as much as I know I said this, I would never start Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm going to give him a start this week.
You're gonna give him
you think his confidence is just completely back after he got that touchdown at the end of the last game?
Well, following my team so bad, I have no choice but to start him
at the end after some of the worst drops you've ever seen in your life.
Did you feel? I felt good for him. I really did. When he kneeled down, I was like,
You could tell. You could tell something. It was like, oh yeah, this is why
what
I
this
do it.
feels like.
Right? Yeah, you could see it.
This is
Ball
what it
in my
feels like
hands.
not be booty cheeks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Cardinals,
booty cheek.
Cardinals got a cloaca too.
Oh, Michael Booty Cheeks Foley. I heard it here first.
well, the Titans, though, I mean,
I'm changing your name to
it's
Booty Cheeks.
already been
I'm
said.
just saying.
Cam Ward said it himself. If
He's
we're
terrible.
keeping it a buck,
Yeah,
we ass right now.
that's what he says, and he's not wrong.
And he hit the nail on the head.
Gallagher looks good still.
He does. Poor Pollard.
Oh Lord, I didn't know Van Jefferson was on the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was still in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Are we starting any Titans?
Alec is a desperation flex.
You're not going to roll with Pollard?
Pollard is a flex.
I feel like Pollard, you're probably stuck with, like I said.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know that you're going to have a better option.
I mean, I have Pollard in a lot of leagues at this point. Some I have better options, some I don't.
Yeah.
Look, if you're banking on the week for your Titans, do me a favor, do everybody a favor, turn the TV off and just hope.
Yeah,
Let's play this out.
fingers crossed.
I know we haven't gotten to this game yet, but Ken Walker or Tony Pollard?
Who do they play?
Yeah, who are the Seahawks playing?
I don't remember.
Just
This
have
is
it.
my choice every week. Like, which of those two?
Oh, they're playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, the Bucks. Oh, that's tough.
Pollard. And I don't like it. I'm gonna say Pollard, just because of freaking Charbonnet.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Pollard, floor, Walker, ceiling.
That's right. Yeah, that's the right way to put it.
Yeah. Anybody on the cards? I got to do Marvin Harrison.
Trey McBride, obviously.
I think Harrison is a flex. If you have a great
Sure.
I'm giving I'm Benson another week. I'm afraid
From
of
your
Amari
lips to God's ears.
DeMarcado.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what this split with him and DeMarcado is going to actually end up being.
How did they just totally flip to just like it was? Except now DeMarcado is
It
Benson.
wasn't that much. Like, Benson
didn't do what he should have.
Benson got most of the snaps. Now, maybe
But their line is trash.
If you look at the box score, you'll say DeMarcado got so involved. On a snap basis, it wasn't close. Benson got way more snaps than DeMarcado.
And I'll just throw this out here. This is a PSA for all you young people watching the podcast. Sorry, I just chuckled a little bit.
6'7", you know what that means.
Yes, those are numbers.
You got to do that. Anyway, eat a lot and just be a lineman or a defensive lineman, and that's where you're going to make your money.
Yeah, you get paid.
Anyway,
Sure.
Cardinals, come on.
You do need to do more than eat a lot.
Yeah.
That's just
Not according
don't
to you.
contribute to
He
the
literally said 5 fat people could be
Get fat. Call Las Vegas. There you go.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you need some O-line coaching, I am a better
knows a
O-line.
guy.
I am a better O-line coach than Pete Carroll's son. I will say that. So I can get you
But
trained up.
Coach Grove is a better defensive.
I can get you
Anyway.
into pass pro sets.
There you go.
Anyway, Cardinals.
I think that's it.
I think
That's
we
it.
covered
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
Bucks versus the Seahawks. Evan, who you got?
I need Bucky Irving to not have some broken ribs. That's what I really need out of this game. You're starting Bucky if he's good. Probably going to start Rachaad White if he's not.
Also available on Chopped, Bucky Irving.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping nobody would notice that. But yes, he is. And you're rolling Baker Mayfield and Igbuka. Godwin
Jackson's out there if you don't know.
Godwin's still got a little bit of a little rust on him, I think. I assume he would come back in this one. But Igbuka, Irving, Mayfield, locks if they play. Or
I
if
think
Bucky
it's a
plays.
start, everybody. And I'm also going to say the same thing for the Seahawks. For the most part, Darnold, Walker, JSN.
Viewers and listeners of our esteemed podcast, you may be thinking to yourself, Foley's been saying a lot of booms. I haven't been hearing any busts.
Ooh.
Where are those? Well, here comes the first one, friends and neighbors. Baker Mayfield, currently consensus QB 10, will finish outside the top 15 QBs and or finish behind CJ Stroud this week.
Interesting.
Okay.
Evan's had a hard time swallowing that pill.
I don't actually hate it because the Seahawks defense has been
Really good.
red hot this year. And Baker, for the numbers he's put up, and he has put up good numbers, has struggled against stiffer defenses this year. I don't hate it. I don't hate that.
Baker has always been one who throws the ball to the defense a lot. But he has also had incredible luck. And I'm saying this as a Baker lover. He's had incredible luck where a lot of those just get dropped. And now the last couple of weeks, those haven't been getting dropped. And I think that continues. Like, Seattle is just one of these disguised defenses. And
just clip that part together.
There's a lot of disguised defenses that Seattle runs, and I think they will give Baker some fits. And I love Devon Witherspoon, their star corner. Reek Wallen might be getting traded. That'll be interesting to see if he gets traded to Vegas or something. But anyways, start Igbuka. Don't start Godwin yet.
I agree. I think Godwin is obviously gonna get there, but he just
not there yet.
Not quite
Shaking out
last
the
week.
rust.
Yeah, it's been a minute, so give him some time.
All right. My great game of the week.
Wait, did we even talk about
The Seahawks.
I'm sorry.
Sam Darnold, keep rolling with him. You know what? Sam Darnold's about to put up 70 points this week, and every week after that. Good for him. You go, Sam Darnold.
I've already said Darnold, Walker, JSN. That's it.
Yeah. What about Sharps? Are we afraid of Sharps?
Dude.
I'm afraid of Sharps. I'm afraid of Walker, too. But
I think
they're getting a little two-headed monster here.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So I'd probably roll Sharps. If he was on my team, I'd probably roll him.
All right. Anyone else? That's it. Let's move on to the Lions versus the Bengals. Foley, what do you got? Dude, the only thing would have made that better if you went, Anyway, go ahead.
Start Goff in a situation where I
think you got to smash Goff.
Yeah, I picked up Goff because I was in a situation where Justin Fields and Brock Purdy were both hurt in one league, and I am keeping Purdy in my IR spot even though he's no longer out.
Can we do that?
You can in Yahoo leagues, but you cannot, like, when they get their designation changed.
Yeah, you can't add or drop anybody else.
Exactly. So I'm just in this position where I'm choosing not to add or drop anyone from my team for now, and continuing to roll with Goff.
So is Foley cheating?
No,
it's kind of a murky area. I'll be honest with you.
It's gray. It's like the legal sign stealing that Liam Cohen does.
So let me get this
Keep his
straight.
name
So
we'll talk about that, though.
It's Purdy, Bowers, Cooper Rush. I mean, it's all lining up. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
It's a legal gray area, and gray areas mean completely fine.
Foley excels in gray areas.
Technically, not wrong. Morally,
but Booty Cheeks loves gray areas. Go ahead. That's going to be the name of this.
I mean, because to be fair, he's accepting his punishment for the thing that he is doing wrong.
Right now,
by doing it wrong, right? Like by not fixing your IR slot, your punishment is that you don't get to drop anybody.
Yeah,
so you take it on, and
you're compounding. Anyway,
against it.
That's my biggest cheat code in Yahoo. By the way, that they need to fix that. I've been doing this for years.
I've been cheating for years, is what he just said. Anyway, Lions, who you got?
Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, sure. I would not. I would stay away from Jameson Williams, and I would stay away from David Montgomery. I would go ahead and trade away David Montgomery.
I think Montgomery's a flex.
I think that David Montgomery is going to continue for the rest of the year, popping up and grabbing a touchdown here
You're
and
just
there.
not going to know when, though.
I agree with that. It's going to be like a lot of the wide receiver rooms. You don't know what's going to happen.
If there is a team for him to do it against, it might be the worst defense in the league.
And you mean the Bengals?
Just saying.
That's fair.
All right. So we're good on them.
Just go with the Lions.
Let's have this long discussion. The Bengal
tiger ass.
The Tigers had cloacas. I don't even know.
I don't even know what a cloaca is, but hey, whatever.
I don't know. I don't have a.
My fish in that tank over there has one, actually. I can show you guys later.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to pass.
Yeah, we're going to leave real quick.
Chase.
I know that I said that you probably still have to roll with Chase, and I agree. I mean, I don't think that you.
Please don't say you sit him this week.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. I
don't think that you said him, but I just don't think that you can expect. I don't think that you can expect what you were expecting when you bought into Chase at the beginning of the year.
I'm getting so mad at Sleeper because they're like 20 points.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's
Sleeper
10.
projections are worse than Yahoo's.
Yeah, projection. Here's a nice little lesson for all you out there. Don't listen to projections ever. The numbers are not right.
Correct. We are, though.
Yeah, we're good. These aren't projections. This is ball knowledge.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we know people.
The one thing I will say with Cincy is with Jake Browning, we knew the first 2 weeks were going to be rough because it was Minnesota and then Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two very stout defenses. This is a more real
Test?
Yeah. This is like,
Is there hope?
yeah.
He put up 20 points versus Jacksonville.
That
He's
$80
getting closer.
That $80 is going to pay off this week.
Yeah,
Baby.
this is where starting this week is where your $80 investment is supposed to come in.
I think it was 82, but anyways.
Yes, you're right. Because you were outbidding Evan.
Yeah, I know.
Even though Evan didn't even put it
Didn't even put a dollar on there.
So I was outbid Joe.
Yeah.
By like
22.
a lot.
Yeah.
So-
I would not even super flex Jake Browning right now,
Mm-mm.
but
Not dropping him.
not dropping him. No, I actually have him in my other super flex league, and I'm fine with that.
That's why he sucks. Appreciate that.
Well, I also have Jackson Dart and Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield in that super flex league.
Good God.
1 out of 4.
How
You're
did
not,
that happen?
1 out of 4. You're doing great.
What does the rest of your team look like?
Not great. That's the league that last year I had Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. So,
How's that? If you had them this year, how's that working out for you?
luckily I didn't have those guys. Anyways,
Chases it.
start both chases, I would say.
Yeah.
I would start both chases.
I'm also not out on Chase Brown either.
And T. Higgins is a flex.
Seems like he loves him.
Yeah, there were a lot of sideline passes to T. Higgins last week.
It looked like the same pass every time.
And when you're up against Terry and Arnold, you're going to have a lot better chance than when you're up against Pat Surtain or Riley Moss.
Yeah.
All right. So let's look for the next game. Commanders versus the Chargers. Evan, who you got?
Is Jaden Daniels back yet?
I don't think so.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah. So no, not on Mariota, not on Debo. I guess Bill. I guess Bill and Zach Ertz. I'd go with Zach Ertz.
I think Debo's a 2 wide receiver.
I think so.
Yeah, he's just.
I just don't love Mariota, and that's probably
I don't love him either. But I think it's one of those.
Mariota's look good.
He did all right,
just like
He has.
Chase.
I feel
like you got to
just
close
one of
your
those
eyes.
ones that, that's just one of those ones that feels right here. I just don't.
Make your
I don't
tummy
love it.
hurt.
Yeah, I just don't love that.
Oh, tell me what's so bad.
Bust of the week, Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
As someone who I generally agree with you, Uriah, I do generally see him as a wide receiver too. He is currently consensus wide receiver 12.
Nah.
I am putting him
22.
outside the top 29
Okay.
and or behind Josh Downs, my boom.
Mhm.
So there you go. He's a wide receiver 3, which is a flex for me. A good flex, I would say. Stay the hell away from the running back room. It's
Far away.
It might be the biggest headache in the. Well, you know what?
It shouldn't have been.
It's not a headache because it's an easy. Just don't start anyone right now. You don't have to twist your hair about it. Just don't start anyone.
Just wait till one of them gets shot in the butt or something. And
Sure.
then you'll be good.
And the booty cheek.
Bill is still. He looks phenomenal.
They
They're
just
just
won't
not
do
using
it.
him.
They just won't do it. Jeremy McNichols. I mean, my God.
Chris
Anyway,
Rodriguez.
yeah.
All right, Chargers, Evan.
Chargers of Marion Hampton is arrived. The man is here. He is a bona fide
Took him a little bit to get
bell
running.
cow.
Bust of the week.
No way.
Really?
This is a very mild one because
Outside the top 20.
He's a bona fide
He is.
bell cow.
Yes. He's great.
I have him outside the top 7.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
I know.
All right,
I struggled
We're
with
doing
this.
it again.
I almost,
Yeah,
I know. I almost didn't write down a running back for one. This is the only one I could find.
Okay.
More importantly than where he finished.
Not the
More
running
importantly
back
than the
one.
number he finishes as, he finishes behind Derrick Henry. Is what I'm
I don't
really
believe
getting
that.
at.
I think it's.
Here's the problem. What was my big problem with Hampton in the preseason? Rashawn Slater was hurt, and that scared me. Now Joe Alt is hurt,
Yeah.
so now he's without both of his tackles. That he's got the volume for sure,
Mhm.
but I am scared without both of his tackles and with
That
the inclination that the Chargers have had this year to be pass first anyways.
Well, that frightens me more. Losing both the tackles actually makes me a little bit more afraid for your Quentin Johnstons because these edge rushers are going to be hitting Justin Herbert all night long, which is going to force him to put it up the gut a few
Could
times.
be a game for Ladd with some quick game stuff. Ladd and Keenan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting Herbert, Hampton, and once again, the wide receiver is one of the 3. I can't
It's
do
probably Quentin.
I can't do any better than that.
Ladd might get his first look, like good looking game of the year. But
I think when it comes to picking the Chargers wide receivers. It's like LeBron James. You get a little, hey, you just throw it up there and you pray. One of them's going to be good.
People were real high on Gadsden for a little bit there, but
he's still good.
He's getting some volume, I guess.
He is. I mean, he's just, oh, goodness.
I don't know.
Starting left tackle for the Los Angeles Chargers is now Austin Deculus.
That's not a good name.
No.
I don't know who that is.
No. He's very, very bad. He's very
Look,
very
I don't have
bad.
a very large, knowledgeable base of offensive linemen,
Yeah.
but he is definitely
Oh,
not.
Uriah won't like my other take about ball knowledge, which is don't listen to anyone about football who cannot name from left to right the starting offensive line for a single NFL team.
Can't go with that.
I can do the Cowboys right now.
But once again, I don't think anybody cares.
This goes back to a conversation you and I were having off air.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that important to know. I mean, you just got to know, are they good? Is the line as a whole good?
Yeah. I tend to agree with Uriah on that. Anyway.
All right, let's move on. Pats versus the Bills.
Pats versus the Bills. Drake May
Who you got?
is killing it.
Drake May. Are you thinking about Trevion Henderson?
That's my QB1.
Should have been mine.
Oh, Lord.
But no to Trevion Henderson.
Okay.
No, it's
still a mess, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, even with Ramondre still not knowing how to hold on to the ball, it's still a mess in this backfield.
Yeah.
It should be Trevion every single day, but it just isn't.
It's
yet.
not.
Yeah, I agree. It should be Trevion, but it's definitely not. Hunter Henry is the smash tight end right now. Like, yeah, he is.
I think he would be on those top two, top three, like you said earlier, Evan. Like you were like, I can't remember who the other two you said, but I think he would be.
Warren and why can't I remember the Cardinal guys? We already talked about him. Yes,
McBride, and I think he would be right behind them.
I'd probably put him at like tight end 5 or 6.
Ferguson is in consensus or in numbers. I think Ferguson is 4 or 5 right now too.
Ferguson Turd is awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't like any of the wide receivers. I guess Stephon Diggs, sure.
No,
I don't like that either.
No, do not start a Patriots wide receiver unless they trade for A.J. Brown. Until then, don't start anyone. Honestly, don't even have them on your roster at this point. Like, even Diggs is cuttable at this point.
Fair enough.
All right, Bills. Everybody? Question mark, except for
not Keon Coleman.
Not Keon Coleman.
Wouldn't touch Keon Coleman. Khalil Shakir?
I think he's a flex.
Do we need to like hold your hands on Coleman? You're coming around to this idea that Coleman's not good?
He's just not the one.
He's not the one.
He's not the one. I think it's Shakir again. I think Shakir's finally getting there.
Kincaid is the one. Shakir is the 2.
Well,
and
sure, but
3.
I think Kincaid being a tight end of your wide receivers.
Actually, it would be Kincaid, Shakir, Cook.
Yeah.
James Cook has been just wonderful this year.
He's awesome.
Coleman has just been misused. Coleman is a big slot.
I agree with that.
And they want him so desperately to be a perimeter guy.
He's
not that. I've said that. I said that when he was coming out of college.
I know, but I still like him. Anyway, that's not a whole lot of debate on them, right?
You know who you're starting with with all of the 4-0 teams.
Yeah.
You know who you're starting on them.
All right. Chiefs versus the Jags. Evan, who you got?
I don't want to say that Kelsey is back because he's not.
No.
But he looks, just in his effort, better than he did last year. I'm seeing a little bit more out of it than I was expecting. I thought that this was going to be a continuation of this half-hearted.
I'm going to take your word for it because I would.
It hasn't been. It has not been 4 years ago, Travis Kelce.
Right now.
He's Xavier Worthy. How about that? I'll give you Xavier Worthy, and good. I'm not worried about the rest of them.
You want to know who I should have put the bust of the week?
Xavier Worthy.
Patrick Mahomes. Will finish outside the top 18.
Oh, okay. That is spicy. That's a big.
The Jags, sure.
He's going to be the number 19.
That's I'll give you that.
I'm surprised at Kareem Hunt's usage. I'm surprised at the way that any of this team is working. I just don't like the. I don't like the Chiefs.
Do you know who the leading rusher on the year for the Chiefs is?
I don't.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yikes.
With 111 yards.
Every third down.
Or something like that.
He takes off every third down.
Yep.
Yeah, no, don't trust any Chief. Like, again, Worthy, sure. Flex Worthy, he looked really good as soon as he came back into the lineup. I'll give him that.
Jaquita roll with Kelsey. put him in there. So
Chiquita, sell Travis Kelce. Find a trade partner for Travis Kelce. It won't be me. Get whatever you can.
Won't be me.
You're going to get one. Just roll with them. You'll be fine.
It's going to get worse for Kelce. His snap count has been decreasing through the year. Noah Gray just saw like a career high in snap count, I believe, and routes run. And Rashee Rice is going to come back, who has a very similar role as Travis Kelce. So I think it's only going to get worse.
All right, moving on.
Get rid of him while you can.
Once again, another team, the Jags, ETN, that's it, right?
I don't sell Brian Thomas.
No.
I know we have been talking about him a lot. What's going on with him, yada, yada. Don't sell him. Don't sell him yet.
But don't
What are they
start
going to
him.
do without him? I'm not hanging my hat on him, but I'm going to probably start him in at least a flex position, if not my low end wide receiver too.
Pretty sure I've got him starting in at least one league this week.
Okay.
Out of necessity. He really, it's like, who am I going to start over him?
Yeah.
Well,
Darius Slayton?
That's the other trouble with the Jags right now. Is like, who else would it be? If it's not Brian, and they're not really doing much to it. But is it going to be Travis Hunter? No, because he's playing defense. Is it Parker Washington? No, because he sucks.
He got benched
Hunter
on
has
defense.
been benched from defense. We'll see
Oh,
how
really?
long it
Has he?
lasts.
No.
This is going to be scary, and I think it's a little bit closer than a lot of people would think. Brian Thomas versus, I just had it in my top of my head, Wayndale Robinson.
Brian Thomas.
Is it close, though?
I'm a little
Closer than it
closer.
should
I'm a little closer, I think, than Foley, but I'm a bit hype on Wandale. I'm a bit hype on Wandale with no Malik.
I like it. All right. Is this now the time we go boom or bust?
Well, real quick, just to say on the Jags, the sign stealing thing, let's just address it.
Is there?
Is this Minnesota's problem this year? Because their assistant offensive coordinator is now OC for Liam Cohen in Jacksonville. Was he their sign stealer? And without him, Minnesota's just not as good? Legal sign stealing, mind you.
I didn't know much about this entire controversy until I saw the clip of the two coaches going at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They went at it pretty good.
And, well, here's the thing. Like, when Saleh made the dig, it wasn't a dig, really. He was like, hey, good for them. They're really good at legally stealing signs. And maybe you should have chosen a different word than sign stealing, because that has a certain connotation. But he was like, hey, good. And maybe he was playing a little bit of a mind game, like, hey, we know you're stealing our signs. We're going to have them different for this game, our signals. But it's literally like they're just watching the All-22 and saying, okay, this signal means this, which is perfectly legal to do. Some teams, like Sean McVay and Kevin O'Connell, have been the best two in the NFL at identifying that. But maybe it wasn't O'Connell. Maybe it was his assistant, who is now in Jacksonville, and that's why he's struggling more this year.
All right, but it's not helping Jacksonville.
They're winning.
Actually, that is true. They're right. Aren't they 3-1?
Yeah.
They are out of nowhere.
Wow, never mind.
Trevor Lawrence is not great right now, but he has done just enough every week.
All right, so
sometimes that's all it takes. That's how the dang Chiefs got to the Super Bowl last year. Just enough every single week.
How do we do this? I'll let you lead.
I will lead, just recapping my booms and busts.
Okay.
Quarterback, C.J. Stroud finishes ahead of Baker Mayfield. Running back, Derrick Henry finishes ahead of Maureen Hampton. And wide receiver, Josh Downs finishes ahead of Deebo Samuel.
All right. I will go with, so my booms is Matt Stafford, top 5. Jamar Gibbs, top 3. Wayndale Robinson, top 20 wide receiver. Turd Ferguson, top 10.
Here's my booms of the week. Marion Hampton's going to take off. You know what else is in right now? Good vibes. You know what's really bad? My bust of the week? My son's soccer team. Damn, they suck.
Gosh.
Team soccer locker room.
The lowest blow. My son team sucks.
Hey, ask Alan. He was there. He saw it. I love them. I love the kids. They're trying their heart out. They're 7. But it's the worst soccer I've ever seen in my life.
Look, short story. My kid, when they played, one dad was like in my ear the whole time. He was like, Are we gonna play the full 5 minutes? And I was like, dude, it's like 42 degrees outside. Yeah. They're 7, they're dead. He was like, I paid all this money for 5 minutes. Dude, I took that soccer ball and I punted it. We were like at the very far field, so it was like right beside the fence. I like punted that thing into the woods. I was so mad.
Do you guys know that I was a U6 coach at one point?
I'm going to be a U10 coach next year.
That's fun.
On an awesome team.
On a decent team. And this is the thing. I'm obviously joking. These kids work their heart out, and I'm out there every single Saturday cheering them and helping them go on. But it is heartbreaking.
It is.
It's heartbreaking to watch because some of them really care and other ones had never seen a soccer ball in their life, and they couldn't care less.
And their parents made them get out there.
Yeah, and good for them. It's good for them that they're doing this. Just do it better, kids.
Yeah. I had when I was the coach for Soccer Locker U6, those were the most conditioned group of kids you have ever seen in your life. I had them
Foley
out there
said
running
run,
drills.
and he sat in the seat and smoked a cigarette.
I'm telling you,
I had them running suicides out there.
I'm taking a U10 team, and I'm worried about it because I don't know anything about soccer, but it's 7v7,
okay.
and I'm going to get out there, and I'm going to have them do passing drills all around Tatum Park while I empty my vape canister in their faces and tell them to do faster.
Pretty much was my strategy.
Look, right off the thing, bust of the week. Is that where we're going?
I don't remember.
I just looked at my Bill
I'm sorry, bust. Mahomes he's going to be quarterback 19. Saquon under the 15. Nico under the 22.
Okay.
Darren Waller under 17.
How's our blind draft going?
That's the next thing I've got on my list.
I'm terrible.
So Halloween season is coming up, but you know what's really scary is our season-long blind drafts.
Yeah, I'm terrified. I don't even remember any of it.
This is going to be fun.
Okay.
I'll bet.
I am in last place, I will say that.
Hey-o.
But not for long.
Uh-oh.
Here I come. Here I come. Full body cast and all.
I am feeling pretty good about how the rest of the season's going to go. Let me just recap who everybody has on their team. Foley over here has Drake May, Ashton Genty, Bijan Robinson, Tedero McMillan, Lad McConkey, Ken Walker, and TJ Hawkinson.
I think he made
there was some overlap, right? Because we added you there. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he cheated. Anyway, go ahead.
Uriah has Geno Smith.
Yeah, it's working out for
Omarion Hampton.
Yeah. He's on his way up.
Jonathan Taylor. Jamar Chase. Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Mason Taylor. And Malik Neighbors. Womp, womp, womp.
Can I get a wide receiver?
Which
Mason
you're in
Taylor.
first place right now. No, that's the problem with best ball. You're in first place right now, but you do have neighbors. Evan, you've got Justin Herbert, Bijan Robinson, Travion Henderson, Nico Collins, Tucker Kraft, CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, bummer.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Tyreek Hill.
Oh, God, did I get Tyreek?
You sure did, bud.
I don't remember doing that at all.
I think he's cheating. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and listen because I don't remember ever saying that guy's name.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Do we want to do a weekly blind draft or do we want to skip it?
I think we can
skip it this week.
Skip it.
Last thing on my end, I just want to share some stuff.
You're spooky.
What do we got?
It's spooky season, so every week for the next month, I'm going to share some of the movies I'm going to be watching in the next week, starting with classic. I have not watched this in a while. The Guest.
Never heard of it.
With Dan Stevens and also Micah Monroe, one of her first roles.
Dan Stevens.
Is that not his name?
No, where do I know this? Where do I know that?
He's an English dude. He's been in things.
Yep, I recognize him. Okay.
It's a great slasher from the director of one of your favorites, You're Next. It's very, very good. Came out in 2014. Micah Monroe, she was in this right before she was in It Follows. Now she's a horror icon.
That's messed up.
It's a great movie.
The premise?
The premise, yeah.
That's messed up.
It's very good.
Sorry.
It's sort of a home invasion slasher type.
I've seen this trailer and I didn't give it a chance. I'll check it out.
It's very good. It's not as good as You're Next, but it's good. Scream, one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to do a Scream, the Woodsboro trilogy, so I don't have the Scream 4 Blu-ray, but I do have Scream and the Scream requel or reboot, whatever you want to call it.
I
Scream
like that
6,
one.
essentially. Or Scream 5, rather.
I liked it.
So there are 3 Scream movies set in Woodsboro, Scream 4,
I'm
Scream 5.
I'm talking about the last one. I like the last one that came out.
That one. But anyways.
I don't think I've seen a Scream since 3.
Yeah, Scream 3 wasn't great either.
You're not.
The original Scream, one of the best movies of all time, as far as I'm concerned. Steven Soderbergh, haunted house movie that came out this year, Presence.
Love Steven Soderbergh.
Never.
Absolutely love Steven Soderbergh. Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I'm going to do a double feature with this, and on Shudder there is a found footage haunted house movie called House on Eden, I think, or I might be mixing in two names up.
You know what horror movie I really like? The Blair Witch Project.
Me too.
It's classic.
I love
Evan loves his found footage stuff. And
found
Did
footage.
you really?
I do love found
my
footage.
God.
I really like
That's
found footage.
awesome. I
It's
was
a good
just
movie.
joking. That's
It's good.
great.
I'm really excited about Presents.
I freaked
I
out.
think
the
you
movie
and I
theater
talked about
for
that when I saw the trailer, and then I immediately forgot this movie exists. So I want to add that on my list too.
Yeah, I'm
That one
really
I guess.
excited about this one.
I would have shot every one of these people in this next movie.
I am not excited about The Strangers. This is The Strangers Chapter 1, which I'm going to watch for the second time in preparation of watching The Strangers Chapter 2 in theaters Sunday.
Which is probably
Either
not
of you are welcome.
I would have filled them up with BBs.
It will probably not be good. It's
Just
not
saying.
nearly as good as the original series, but I'm
There's
still
a
going to watch it.
series?
Well,
Well, there's
the
the
first
first
two
one,
movies.
and then a second one, and the second one was better than it should have been.
The second one was really good, I thought.
It really was.
All right. Anything else? What we got?
I'm also some things that aren't like I'm going to be watching Screamboat this week, which is it's the horror version of Steamboat Willie. I don't expect it to be good, but I'm going to watch
I didn't
it.
know that
That's
was a
right.
thing.
Yeah, because his
with David Howard
copyright
Thornton.
it lapsed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Hey, look,
did a thing.
do yourself a favor. Go watch Aliens Earth.
I've heard that's good.
It is a great show. Not so much about aliens. I mean, it's got the aliens, but the sheep's going to freak you out.
It's also got the sloth from Ice Age.
It does. That's the one thing I know about it. It's got the sloth from Ice Age.
That's just a fleeting moment. But look, it's a great movie, and it's also a lot about human rights. You'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, y'all got anything else?
I'm a big supporter of human rights.
Do some laps.
Do some, get a little bait and throw it in your face. Do some laps, son. All right, look, it's your. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Foley.
Happy spooky season.
I love you.
See you later. I will give it just a few minutes.